Hey everyone, it's D, back with another video for Road to Captain Con. Um, this one is a little bit of like a word of warning when it comes to setting up for stuff like this, especially if you're on a time frame. So anything like event related, not just gaming conventions. I learned this lesson back when I used to do cosplay. Give yourself, whenever you're buying stuff, buffer time. A good chunk of buffer time. So I alluded to it in the last video, where I was basically going to kind of complain about foam. And that's what this video was going to be at first, because what I was worried about came true. But I also had another happy accident happen, which is also really neat, and we'll go over that when we get to it. But um, I bought my battle foam trays. I looked at what I wanted. I had a couple from a deal. Like I got a War Machine bag and a deal with my Grimkin, which I'll be showing probably after Captain Con when I go over that whole project after the move. Because the next series that I'm going to work on is that I want to work on is like a rehabilitating full FA Grimkin, kind of like an eBay miniatures rescue thing where you go through and strip them, repaint them, base them the way you want, etc. And I'm kind of stoked for that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. With the foam debacle, around December, I got my load out. I'm like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is what needs to fit this, this, and this, and this, because this is what my list is going to be. And then I was like, hopefully the January patch doesn't make too many changes, and it kind of did. January, like shook up enough that I'm still debating changing some parts of my list. But it's like, do I have enough time to paint what I want? Probably not. You know what? Screw it. I'll just go with what I have because I kind of know how to play it. But whatever. And the first thing that happened that I wasn't super thrilled about is when I placed my order. At the time of placing my order, there was nowhere apparent that there was going to be a huge lead up. Now, what do I mean by that? When you purchase from Privateer Press, when they got backlogged, they told you up front. They're like, hey, we are super backlogged. It was on the banner on the front page. If you make purchases, it's going to be a while. And that's super fair. It's the holiday season. But with Battle Foam, nothing like that. Like there was no warning. It was just, get out, noob. Because I got an email after I placed my order that says, hey, our lead up time's about 3 weeks. Now, I might throw up a screenshot. Might not, but I was in Discord and I'm like, yeah, if my battle foam shows up in time, I should be good based on the 3 week lead up. And then like one person was like, oh no, do not expect 3 weeks. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, I bought a Magnet Rack system last December, and they were doing the same thing around then, and I didn't get it for like 2 months. I was like, oh, well, that'll be March by the time I would get it. If the same thing happens to me, and fair play, but why the hell didn't they tell anybody? Like, I don't like the fact that if you're going to, as a company, do something like that, you should announce it. The expectation that the person has when they go to your website is if I buy this, it will show up within standard shipping time unless you change that. So that's the standard expectation, and life is all about expectations. You have an expectation that gravity's going to work, and if that expectation gets broken, you're shocked, you're upset, you're confused. And if gravity didn't work, you would be shocked, upset, and confused. But like, there's a lot of unspoken expectations in our life. Like you expect that if you go to a restaurant and you order food, it's going to be warm. Well, if that food shows up cold and you weren't expecting it to be cold, you get upset. And when it comes to shipping, like if you go to a website and they don't tell you otherwise before you buy it, and you buy the thing, you're expecting 1-2 week shipping, most likely, not 2 months. And the fact that it's done after the fact, it feels bad. It definitely feels bad moment. It feels like a switcheroo. Like to be 100% honest, it feels like you got the rug pulled out from under you. So I'm not super thrilled with Battle Foam right now. It's one of those things that makes me want to lean harder into magnets because of that, and I probably will. Now I said I got some good news. well, an unexpected surprise that I absolutely love. Um, Everybody, well, a lot of people, I should say, have seen making the rounds like back in Reddit and everything a while ago. There were command cards, and I'm switching to the camera view because I want to show them off. Um, and they were pretty good for what they were. Like I think one of them was misprinted. I should have prioritized getting these ready first. By the way, if I sound tired, I am. And it's not even painting or work. It's Pal World. I've been playing that stupid damn game way too much, and I love it. It is the best version of dumbness in all ways. But anyways, so like as an example, most people have seen these. I did get these printed, and the company who did print them were pretty cool about it. Um, I screwed up on which dimension I was having printed, which is on me. But yeah, so obviously, January we got the new command cards. Yeah, here's the misprint Arcane Forces. They had it printed at 0, so I had to patch it myself. But I wasn't super thrilled of these. One, because I screwed up the dimensions, and two, there were changes and updates. Like, put out the fires got better. We got new ones, and I was like, you know what? I need to make my own, and I did. And I got those printed, and I was not expecting these to even show up in time for the con, but they did. And I went with the Magic the Gathering frame, so like this is here. I'm gonna turn off the light for this. The glare is way too bad, which means they might be a little darker than normal, but you'll actually be able to see them. So this is Arcane Forces, and I went through and I've just found a bunch of War Machine art, War Machine and Hordes art that I liked, and just tried to say Mark IV back. Uh, make them make sense. So one, I like the Magic the Gathering frame, and two, I could put the rules text here and then reminder text down where their flavor text is. So it's like, hey, play this anytime during the activation, or anytime during your leader's activation period. Next line, your leader gains range amplifier this turn. And then underneath it, what does range amplifier do? And I did that because I'm dumb and I will forget a lot of stuff because I'm still newer. And yeah, I did the full set of 18, and then I went out and even did the Grimkin Arcana. And these, like I said, I was not expecting to show up. I ordered them on a whim. It was done through Printing Proxies, I think. No, MTG Print. Yeah, MTG Print did them. And this one was Putting Out Fires. I used my old copies of Putting Out Fires, so I had to order 3, so I did two orders really quickly. And they got them out to me super fast. And I mean, super, super fast. Um, I think I got these in like a week, if that. It was ridiculous. So there's somebody subverting my expectations in a good way. I was expecting them not to show up, and they showed up a lot sooner than I was expecting. So I'm stoked. I'm gonna have them. Obviously, in the last video, you can tell that I was not super thrilled. I went ahead and preemptively bought that gun case. My local Harbor Freight did have it. I worked on my foam loadout for it. I'll probably show that off on the like vlog before I go off. Like, hey, here's the case. Here's the case full. And I'm super thrilled about that. But that's about it. This is a short one, short and sweet. It's stuff I'm having to deal with, I guess you could say, because we're in the home stretch. We literally have what next week is go time. Yeah, next week's go time. Next Thursday. Um, I hope I don't get too sick. I've already put what Power World's been out for 4 days, or I've been playing for 4 days, and I've already put in like 60 hours. Like I'm addicted to that game. I need to put it down. But my painting backlog isn't that bad. Like even with the Power World showing up and throwing a monkey wrench, I'm halfway through the last Tyrant box, and then I have the 3 unit of witches. I still have more than enough time. I probably won't have them all painted by this Sunday. This Sunday being the 28th. On the 28th, I want to do a test game with some friends, just to brush up on the rules and go through and do stuff. I might go to my friend Chris's place and then just throw a table together and try to see what we can do and learn relearn the rules and everything. Oh God, I'm so tired. It's gonna be a day. It is gonna be a day. Anyways, hey, leave a, you know, comment down in the doobly-doo if you're going to Captain Con. Have you been running into any, issues that you're gonna have to circumvent? Are you having any problems? Are you playing Power World? If you are, I apologize, because if you got addicted like I did, may God have mercy on your soul, you know? But yeah, I'm super excited for the con. I'm a little worried about moving. It's all happening at the same time. Ton of fun, ton of fun. I hope you guys have a great one, and I will see you in the next one coming this Friday for the road to Captain Con. Peace, everybody.